it, like we have the studio production here with a lot of people working at those songs right now, then I'm sure that we might be able to set things like this up in the future again. Just as a side.
This is true.
Confirm, Mr. Schroeder?
I confirm. Sorry, I was actually thinking about this map, which is Ohana.
Yeah.
At the bottom right, we have KT Rolster, Flash.
There he is in the red one, game number 1. And now we are slowly but steadily. Okay, well, Legend got a little bit too lazy there. At first he was like, okay, I'm crawling my way across the map to the Zerg player's base. And after the first 5 meters, he's like, nah.
Look at that. Sniper's got a little bug on his thing. That's a little spider or something.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he has a little spider on his name intro there.
I
don't know what it means, man. Spiders aren't Zerg units. They're insects, I suppose. Well, actually, spiders are arachnids.
Alright, game number 3, guys. This is Sniper against Flash.
He's going to command center first, by the way.
Whoever wins here has to win another game in order to advance to the WCS tournament. We're currently playing in the other semi-final. This is the semi-final right now. It's Puzzle against Harrier, 2 GSL players, and well, the winner has to face either Sniper or Flash. We'll find out who it's going to be. And well, what is Flash going to do here? Is he going for the he's going for the CC first once again?
Yep, and the drone almost blocked him, but is unsuccessful. Gonna have to pull some extra SCVs off to make sure this happens.
Okay, let's see how this is going to play out. Because one of the things that Sniper can, of course, do is now just start with another expansion. Not waiting for the pool, but starting with the third hatch. This is something that is getting a little bit more common in Korea. And you can do this against CC first, but will he really do it? This time he knows from the start what's going on, but no, there's the pool. Decides to play it a little bit more safe.
Yeah, on this map, I think it's a really good map to go for that fast third hatchery, but it's Flash we're talking about here that he's facing, so he's not going to try to cut any corners. He wants to play this safe. Flash has been known to pull SCVs off of 2 command centers to go for a big attack.
The first time this happened in my life, guys, by the way. I'm just trying to have a look at the bracket, and I refresh Liquipedia, and Liquipedia is like, Team Liquid is overloaded. I'm like, what? I actually get an error screen. This has never happened to me before. Hotbit, I think you need to buy some new servers. We cannot hold. There's even an elephant on this. Look at it. I've never seen this in my entire life before. Team Liquid is down. Guys, I think we just broke the internet.
Well, we certainly broke at least one part of it. I'm curious to see how that's gonna get resolved, but we do have basically the exact same opener for Flash in all 3 games.
Yeah.
Now, Sniper has seen this multiple times, and this is exactly what I was going to suggest. I was like, I think he's going to go for an aggressive build here because he's like, all right, cut every corner you want, but eventually, you know, it's like taking the crust off of your bread. You always take the crust off your bread. The crust is good for you, and if you keep taking that crust off...
I love the crust. I like it.
Me too, actually, you know? But if you keep taking the crust off, eventually that may catch up with you. You know, it's good to eat your crust. And if you don't do that, man, I don't know.
And I'm talking about real bread here. Not the stuff you eat in America. We have like real crust.
Yeah, I know you guys have the real crust. Well, I actually don't eat American bread.
The bailing nest will build very.
Oh wow! Third command center.
Oh, this is bad. Oh no, this is not going to be a bailing nest. I'm sorry, he's only Roach. He's at 23 drones, and we're a little bit too early in the game. I actually assumed that we would see a Roach bailing bust here, but no, we don't. There is no speed, there is no bailing nest. He does not have the economy to pull it off. But for a Roach attack, this is definitely enough, and we have already 8 Roaches on the way. This is a little bit more like old school style. DRG, one of the players who made this really popular, and Flash is doing everything like wrong. He doesn't know what his opponent is doing, but this is the best scenario for Sniper. Flash is going third CC, he is going for Hellions. This is exactly what you want your opponent to do when you are attacking with Roaches.
Yeah, this is going to be so intense. I just don't think he has a chance here.
I think he has to retreat on the high ground here.
Yeah, he definitely needs that. And Hellions are on the way up. Does he have a bunker on the high ground? 2 queued up right now, but they are not ready. The one bunker is well positioned behind that depot. This is something we talked about earlier. He's going to deny this command center from finishing. And the Hellions going for a counterattack, which is smart, which may force the next wave of units to stay at home.
3 shots are necessary in the early game from Roaches to take down 1 SCV. With 3 Roaches, he can one-hit 1. And now he's trying to bully his way into the main base. The first Marauder is finally here. It may be too late. Flash, how are you dealing with this much aggression? He's pulling his SCVs. He has the first Marauder. He knows that he has to protect it. He's moving in here, but he's losing a lot.
Yeah, back at home, only drones on the way for Sniper. He is going to basically just get ahead in economy as a result. He's trying to chase down that Marauder. Whoa, way over targeting here. Oh my god.
Oh, the Hellions are nearly dead. 2 of them still surviving. And these Roaches are trying to snipe a few SCVs. I think if he would have just ignored the 1 Marauder and gone for the economy, he could have killed so many more units.
You were so right. I actually could not agree more. If he sent 2 Roaches to chase the Marauder, then every other Roach kills the Hellions, and then he killed the SCVs.
He still has 3. He's one-hitting them. The Harvester count is going to be really important here. Flash immediately with the double engineering bay. He lost economy, but he didn't lose as much as he could have. And now he has 3 mules. He might be down to 29 SCVs against 40 drones, but with 3 mules, this is a position where he can definitely recover.
I would argue that he's even in a better position economy-wise still. Like, I mean, not as good as he could be, but as far as income goes, he needs that 3rd base that he's getting right now. Referring to Sniper, he absolutely needs that. He needs the production that it will bring. He needs the money. Being against a 3 Command Center Terran, even with a slightly reduced SCV count, is not a comfortable position for Sniper right now.
Sniper, he panicked a little bit in this base. He tried desperately to take down the 1 Marauder, and of course if the Marauder dies, then suddenly the Roaches have free reign in the main base. But just using the Roaches that he has in Flash space to target down SCVs, if he does this, if he splits them in 2 groups, a 6 or 4, and then goes for a shift right click on, let's say, 5 to 6 SCVs, and does that with both groups, suddenly Flash loses so many Harvesters and will be way down in Harvester supply, so that even 3 mules won't be able to bring him back into the picture right away. But now suddenly we have him in a position where the Sniper is looking at a good economy, at a decent tech, only at 2 bases, but Flash is completely comfortable with it.
Yeah, it seems like he's fine. He's killing these Hellions with map presence, killing these Lings, roaming around, holding that watchtower really tight. Flash is killing these rocks so he can secure his 3rd base a little bit better. And I'm thinking that I'm just enjoying watching this game right now so much. I'm trying to find the words to speak here. Everything that we are seeing at this moment in time, at this minute in the game, which I believe is 11 minutes, I can't even quite see that 100%, but at this moment in the game, I feel like we're basically where we would be with fewer units, fewer Harvesters, but for both players. I don't think one player is significantly more ahead than the other. I think with the way that Flash transitioned here, he's totally fine.
Flash is fine here indeed. The mules helped him so much. If not for the 3rd Command Center, it could have been definitely worse. But now we have all these upgrades on the way. As we pointed out already, the +1/+1 about to finish for Sniper, whereas Flash has these upgrades ready. If I'm not mistaken, there comes the Armory. And that's a timing that he missed. So far he didn't miss a lot today, but the Armory is definitely way too late. He lost a lot of time where he would have started +2/+2, and therefore suddenly Sniper already ahead. He did not only catch up with Flash, but he's able to start his +2 upgrades a bit sooner.
Doesn't start Carapace though, so only his +2 weapons will be ahead for his Lings. But you're right, this is something that Flash made somewhat of a mistake with. Getting his 2nd factory, now we've seen him consistently get that pretty quick factory in all of these games. He loves to make siege tanks in quite high quantities, with even cutting siege mode oftentimes. We saw this last game as well, in very late siege mode. Just holding this watchtower, like I said, he's holding it really, really hard. He really wants that watchtower. He's consistently fighting Zerglings really well. They're focusing a lot, putting a lot of attention to those Hellions. And there's the late siege mode.
I'm happy to inform everyone that Liquipedia recovered and that we have the result of the 2nd semifinal. It is Puzzle who advanced to the final match over Harrier with a 2-0. He's waiting for this match to end. This one map that will decide whether he's facing Flash or Sniper. It's going to be either a ZVP or a TVP.
One of the two indeed. It's going to be a pretty cool match, especially with how well Puzzle has been doing recently. He's a top-notch player.
Yeah, definitely. Nice positioning with those bunkers that he always has. That's something that I really like with the supply depots.
A A lot of players really skip on the bunkers at the third base, for example.
Not only that he builds the bunker, but just how he uses those supply depots in order to make sure that there's no surface area for melee units to attack. In this matchup, a great thing to do.
Yeah, very few players do this. I feel like Alive is one of the best examples of someone who consistently makes that small little wall with the bunker. Because with just that, you can defend against huge numbers of Zerglings. And the way that he's doing it Sniper here is a little bit different than Alive would, but this attack from Sniper it looks fierce, but I feel like if there's good splitting from Flash, and if he has his tanks in position, he can defend it.
I don't think that he's really trying to attack here. He's just trying to make sure that Flash is not forcing the creep back, because if you look at the minimap, the creep is awesome. And if he defends it, it's going to be tough for Flash to push out. And here we go. Exactly what he tries to do, but Flash is doing what he did in the last game. He walks towards the edge of the creep, sieges up into his position, and is like daring his opponent, attack, and this is what Sniper does.
He's attacking, man, and the siege up position here is quite nice. He's got a really good split.
Oh my god, did you see this last shot?
Yeah, that was devastating. Oh, here we go again. Flash, though, on siege, and this time he may be able to connect a little bit better, but look at the concave.
Sniper commits, and every single time in the last few games, Sniper with this indecisiveness where he attacks, and then in the middle of the fight he realizes, maybe not, and tries to get out, and then he tries to get in again. He always tries to catch him off guard with his siege tanks, but it just doesn't happen, and Flash is moving forward and forward and forward. He's still down in supply, but these units are doing so much damage. Both of them now with the +3 attack upgrades on the move, and suddenly we have, in this game, finally Sniper being completely aware of his tag and starting Adrenal Glands right after the high finishes.
Yeah, and this is a great trade for Flash initially, but he does not have the economy that Sniper has. And the crease spread, again, is something he has, in all 3 games, not been able to put a dent into, no matter how many scans he uses. It's something he's just not aggressive enough with, I feel. He's way too passive in these games.
He only missed 1 tumor here. As soon as he takes this one out, the creep will recede by quite a bit. And I have to say that Flash can take down a 4th here. If he gets into good position, and this is what he showed the entire set of games, that his positioning is very good. But he is definitely strong enough to take this game and get a position here. But Sniper, as you mentioned, he's looking scary here once again with Ultralisk Infestor encircling, and this force is definitely too small.
It's too small. He's on the retreat. He's stimming here. The Marines run back. Lose them 1 by 1 to those Speedlings. He's not going to actually want to commit up against this ramp, but he's got these Ultralisks in a nice position where he can trap these units with the Infestors. Got to be careful, though. Engaging against his depot wall is not going to be very cost-efficient. He may just have too much, though.
It's not cost-efficient at all, but you are right. It might be too much for Flash to handle. Flash is on the ropes right now. Sniper moving in, taking down Marines, and moving up the ramp once again. The siege tanks are falling. The Marine count down to 7. Only 1 Marauder. This could well be it.
It could be the last of these Ultras come in.
GG! Flash is out of the tournament. The final will be Puzzle against Sniper. And just to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown what we have in the groups right now. We have some of the final matches are already not played out, but they are set in them. We have the STC versus Boom Boom in a Group D, so 2 of the GSL players. And in general, just looking at the results so far, the Brood War players are not doing all this well. A few of them were successful. Flash was not one of them, but we had light advance over Jakchi earlier. He has to face Hack right now, though, and then he has to face either Zero or Tacita. So there are still a couple of Brood War players in the tournament in these groups that we are currently casting. Don't forget, we have a different set of groups later on in the afternoon, and of course tomorrow we are casting as well. So there is a lot of action coming your way. And now we are just basically waiting for the next game to start. But what do you think about Flash's performance here?
I think it was good. That was like the most general statement I can make, but let me elaborate. I think that he definitely was a bit more passive than I expected from him in these games. So he was more the defender than the attacker. Against the Pross he faced earlier on against Brown, he just hit that attack where he would just basically say, alright, I have my third base faster than you, now I got a lot of units, I'm going to kill you. He seemed very aware of the state of the game, like the position he was in, when he should be trying to turtle really heavily. His timings were spot on, almost as if he's just as good as a GSL player as far as knowing exactly when he's supposed to make his E-base, his builder is all solid, but I feel like his decision-making is just, it shows a little bit of a lack of experience right now.
That's definitely something that he will accumulate over the next few weeks and months, and this guy is already looking pretty scary, and he's going to be a tough opponent for every single GSL player out there. We are having a short break, guys, and then in order to entertain you a little bit during the downtime while we're waiting for the next game to start, we will continue our AMA from earlier. If you have any questions to Wolf or myself about Korea, the GSL, the WCS that we are casting here, or anything just in general regarding the two of us, then you can send us a tweet at Carla and at ProxyWolf. We'll be back after a short break, and then definitely make sure to answer your questions. And of course, we're waiting for the next game to be set up. So yeah, see you guys in a few here at the WCS qualifiers in Korea.